Hello everyone! Welcome to Curse of the Dead Gods. This time we're trying the Avatar yet again. And of course I have to take my beloved Titan Slayer. Let's go into the quest for invulnerability. This is already amazing. 2 weapon upgrade before the first boss. But do I want to start with attributes or a relic? No, I want to start with a relic. Hopefully I get some kind of relic that buffs 200 things. That would be the most beneficial to me, since I want and I'm gonna use the Titan Slayer for pretty much everything. Well, not everything, but for every boss fight, and probably also against pretty much every elite enemy that we will face on after the first boss. Because that's when elite enemies start to appear in the temple. If you haven't noticed. But so far we will have to fight our way through this with throwing knives. But using those throwing knives so far is quite alright. And here's a relic. It's good. Healing. Healing is always welcomed. Let's see if the... Oh no, I have to... Okay, 1, 2, and then shoot. Alright, but that only works if those enemies would be close to me. That's a buff in Constitution, that's also nice. Can always use that. And... increased max stamina would be great, but we can't take it. And that's base damage for bombs. We have absolutely no use for that. So I think I'm gonna save my money now, my gold. I'm getting more gold though. But I don't know if it will be enough for 2 weapon upgrades. Let me use a favor now. That would be amazing, but no. I'll take this. Increase in healing effects. That's... well, I'd say that's something that you always would want to have. Because you can never have enough healing. And usually, when you get healing effects, you only get something like 2 or 4%, 1 to maximum 4% of max health. And let's be honest, that's pretty much nothing. Okay. I didn't expect the enemy to ignite that. I wanted to lure the enemies. Oh well. I wanted to lure the enemies into it, then ignite it with a torch and run away. Didn't work out. That was too slow. My attack was too slow. This is a golden chest. What do we get? A golden hourglass out of a golden chest. I mean, yeah, sure. I'll take that. It's better than nothing. There was the first gold. We didn't get that much. Now that I'm looking at it. Because you see, in the bottom right next to our curse and the divine favors, it's 1,300. We had about I think it was like 700 gold, something like that. After we took the relic. I believe we had 600-700 gold after we took the relic. But after the entire gold room, gold floor, whatever you want to call it, we only gained about 600-700. Of course, it's not like that's nothing. That's quite a bit. But essentially, we only got back what we paid. Well, that's not a bad thing, because essentially we didn't lose out on anything. To be fair, we also didn't really gain anything. We have 4 relics that are related to healing. 4. Technically 5, because a higher constitution means more healing because it's max health. But yeah, that's I'm trying to find a word for it, but I can't. Forget it. I can't think of the word I want to say for it. Now we are in the room that is supposed to give us the weapon upgrade. The reason why we're sometimes able to one-hit those is because of the distance. The further we are away from the enemy, the more damage we do. And of course we're upgrading the Titan Slayer. That's a bad upgrade. Plus damage while in the light. Yeah, alright, okay. I mean, it's still a damage increase, but bonus damage in light is not really something that I would want to have, you know? Because sometimes with those boss fights you're in the darkness and you can't really turn on a light. Dark fervor. Once darkness is in your blood, nothing can stop its spread, not even death. Corruption opacity increases over time. Going through a door no longer provokes corruption. Right, that's the... That's the curse that wants to make you rush. I need to get rid of him before he summons even more enemies. Now we can get over here and increase the Titan Slayer again. And now we should get out of here as quickly as we can. Because so far we didn't get the 20 corruption that we would normally get for completing a room. Sure, let's do this. Okay, I did it as fast as I can so that I get the most out of this. And now we're already at the champion. The first boss. That's the hunter, the blood hunter, with the jaguars. That I need to get rid of. Alright. The problem with this is in boss fights you can and probably will get more than 20 corruption build up. Because usually you can't finish a boss fight that quickly. But the Titan Slayer, it's fairly easy to do it. And now we got rid of the curse already, so that's good. Now we have a lot of relics. And we have to think if we want to remove some of our healing. I'm actually gonna offer this because that still gives me a stat upgrade. That also gives me a stat upgrade. It's 25% less corruption. That's great. Yeah, I'm gonna take this definitely. Even if I offer it, I don't get 2 perception. If I keep it, I get 3. So I'm keeping this. That's against weakened enemies. Then again, it's still an upgrade to this, but let's see what the other one is. Thorn Seed. It's reflecting damage. I don't really need this. I'll keep this instead of the pendant, because I still gather 3 constitution. And in case I parry, which I probably should do, I have a buffed weakened effect. If I want to take more weapon upgrades, if I want to upgrade the Titan Slayer more and more, I need to start off with a healing room. Even though I don't need it, so well, at least I can rush through it, I guess. Back in the Sun's galleries again. We don't need the healing since we're full HP. Thanks to the blessing that we do have that heals us after every non-optional boss fight. I really don't know why the game says it like that. Because saying it like you get healed after you fight non-optional boss, that would imply that there are optional bosses, but there really aren't. So I don't really know what's up with that. I don't really understand why they're saying it like this. What's this? It's the same revolver that I have right now, but with different stats. This one's actually better, but I'm not really using my secondary weapon anyways. I'll still take it though, in case. I sometimes use the secondary, just for, especially if it's a revolver. I sometimes just use it for the range, but since we have a throwing weapon, that doesn't really matter too much. Well, in this case, it's still good because we have that close range combo option. We can also take the Venomous Fangs now, but we have played a lot with the Venomous Fangs already, and they're great, but you have to play around damage over time, which isn't always ideal. There we go. Gonna get a bunch more gold and carry on. So there isn't a healer. I wanted to parry. Didn't get the timing right though. Let me out of there. a bit too many enemies for me in this small room. It is a small room. And it's really crowded if you just spam 4 or 5 enemies into this small room. Dancing flames. That makes flamethrower traps activate automatically if I stand in front of them. They don't instantly activate, they take a bit of time, but still. It can be definitely used to one's advantage. And it's especially great if you have... Ow. If you have things like... what I heard earlier. The... heal when killing a burning enemy or something like this. It's also really helpful if you no wait. If you have things that give you benefits when enemies are killed by traps. Because the flamethrower traps do a lot of damage to enemies. Upgrading the Titan Slayer even more. The more we upgrade the Titan Slayer, the better or the easier bosses will get. And bosses are pretty much the main point of the entire run. This is a horrible setup. But just a bit too late to take out the torch. Steel-tipped talons. I mean, yeah, I can take them. So normally you would need to destroy this wall right here because there's a fireball shooter. The fireball shooter would shoot out, destroy this, and the way you destroy that wall down here is simply ignite one of those barrels and everything gets destroyed. That opens this wall, I can activate him, and he would destroy that wall for me. That's how you normally get through this, but if you have a two-handed heavy weapon, you can just break down the wall by yourself. The main reason why I just love heavy two-handed weapons is because you can just pummel enemies to death. Since two-handed weapons stop enemies from attacking. I need a bit of healing. Good. If an enemy wants to attack, you have a certain indicator. And if you hit him with a two-handed heavy weapon, it gives you this this particular sound that's ooh, this is interesting. I could upgrade the Temple's Heart. We would heal more when walking through doors, and also gain a bunch of dexterity, which upgrades damage. Or I could take the Eagle's Eye. It's a bit more pricey. I would still replace the Temple's Heart, but 5% of critical damage also heals me, and the Titan Slayer always does critical damage against bosses and champions. So as long as I'm fighting with the Titan Slayer against a boss or a champion, I heal from the damage I deal. So I'm taking the Eagle's Eye. It's even more dexterity. And that's an 18% damage increase, so we get 2% per point in dexterity. Then of course we go to attributes, and after attributes we go into the weapon upgrade. We might actually have to upgrade our weapon with blood. It should be fine. The main problem with two-handed weapons is simply it takes a while for them to swing and actually attack. And some enemies just have a faster attack speed. So even if you're using a two-handed weapon which can disrupt enemy attacks, you can just be too slow to do so. But in general, I can just smack into groups of enemies like this and they won't be able to retaliate against me, because as long as I can attack with my 3-point combo, they can't attack me, because with every strike they get stunned. A bit of max health and a few points more in damage, and now we go into the weapon upgrade. I really do believe that we have to do this with blood, because we only have 1100 and the Titan Slayer is already a level 4 weapon. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that Titan Slayer will probably cost I want to say close to 3,000. What's this? No, thank you. Okay. I would have loved to rank up the greed kills a bit higher, but I got hit by the flamethrowers a few times. Yeah, it's 2,000. But the blood offering is only 500, right? It's only 50, that's manageable. And we're the champion already. So the one thing, wait, this champion is the twin. I'm thinking if I want to get hit by the shadow twin, just so that I would gain the dark mark, which would give me a corruption, which would give me a curse when entering the next room. because I don't really have anything against the flamethrowers. They don't do that much damage. I can easily get out of them if I just dodge a bit. So I can easily dodge the flamethrowers if needed. But I can also use them to deal quite a bit of damage to enemies, because they usually are rather slow and they wait before they attack. They don't just all rush at me. So I could bait a lot of enemies into flamethrowers and kill them with the trap. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, that's why I took the crit healing with every single attack I do against this boss. I will heal a bit. And it's usually the more damage you do, the more you heal. Because you heal for a certain percentage of the damage you deal. And since these are all crits, the healing is quite alright. Like this. Yep, I actually want to. Oh no, I need to. There we go. I wanted the dark mark so I can. After every boss fight, you can remove a curse. Just straight up a curse. Or you can get rid of the dark mark, which would give you a curse. I don't have anything against the Dancing Flames, as I said earlier, but I don't know what the next curse would be, the Dark Mark, so I can just remove this, keep the flamethrowers active, and don't have to worry about the next curse. Why was it so hard? Since I'm only really gonna fight with the Titan Slayer, I don't need the barbed shield, so I can offer this up. Damage to lightning attacks. I don't do lightning attacks, so I could take it for the dexterity though. But I don't really want to get rid of the greed time limit now that I picked up the Ring of Purity. Let's remove this as well. And of course we get this as well. I could offer it and gain a lot of divine favors, which I don't really need. So I'm gonna switch it with the obsidian fragments. I mess up parrying too much to be worried about to be actually concerned about parrying and weakened state of enemies. But now we have 20 in Constitution, which has doubled our initial HP. This is a healing pool, which we don't need since we heal 50% of our max HP after every boss fight. We go into the weapon upgrade, because the Titan Slayer cannot be too strong. Where are the enemies? Ooh, that did quite some damage. Oh, right, yeah, you're corrupt. It just that kills remove corruption. It's just -1 corruption, but still. I have to try to keep the greed going. Right now I need to get rid of the healer though. That's the most annoying. I'm not exactly worried about the damage I take. We do have quite a lot of HP, so we can afford to get hit. Of course it's not great to get hit all the time, but with the healing that we have, it isn't really anything that we have to worry about. I'm 8 gold short. Are you serious? And there's nothing that would give me a bit of gold. Oh, fine. Offer blood. We still only have 1 curse, so that's nice. Well, now we have 2. Sulfurous barrels. Explosive barrels have an increased explosion radius. Alright, yeah. Will be a bit harder to dodge them. Yeah, okay, that thing is... That's quite big. I don't have stamina anymore. No! Come on, let me go. One day, we'll manage to open that chest again. I only got it once so far, if I remember correctly. Get rid of the healing guy first. We'll wait until that one wants to attack. And that's done. Ancient Buffer, which gives me a bit more gold. That's all that really amounts to, since I don't need the shield. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about the 3rd hit. That's okay though. I don't need to worry about the 3rd hit. Seriously, with 2 heavies in 1 room, that's annoying as hell to dodge. There we go. If I remember correctly, you can break through this. a stupid idea. I need to wait so that he heals him. I'm gonna abuse the healer to heal myself. I'm just gonna wait until the healer healed him to basically full HP again, so I can smack him a few times and heal myself. Sure, it's gonna take quite some time, but it's a very reliable healing source. As long as I don't accidentally kill the elite or the healer. With time I can basically heal myself back to full. But that would be boring, right? If I were playing for myself, I might have done it. Just might. Maybe not, because it would still take quite a lot of time. Well, let's hop on over. Okay. I dodged way too often. Don't need this. You go away before you go into your blood pool. And I won't get hit by you, so I can heal a bit more. So we have 2 curses now that we don't really have to worry about. Because, well, for the barrels they need to be ignited first. And the other thing is the flamethrower traps. And it seems like there's just getting less of those. Why did you... Whatever. What's this? Against weakened. I don't have stamina. So every time I get my 3-hit combo in on an elite, I heal 30 HP. Of course I don't have to hit an elite. I just have to crit. But the Titan Slayer does automatic crits against elites, champions, and bosses. So it is an automatic heal against those. Apparently not always 10 HP, because now I only got 5. Blood Weeper Life Seeper Maul. 2-handed weapon. Heavy. 10% of damage also heals you. Restores 2% max health for each enemy killed. Minus 50% damage against uninjured enemies. Well, that just basically means I have to hit them once. So my first attack with this weapon would deal only half damage, but every attack after that would deal the full 100%. And this really is just a full-on healing weapon. That's actually great. I've never seen that before. But we only got weapons out of this, and we don't really need a weapon. Of course, I'm gonna do the very last weapon upgrade. And I'll try my best to heal the rest of my missing health. Without losing too much of it. No. Oop. I said no. God damn it. It's 30 HP more and 12 HP. Interesting. Ah, god damn it. I didn't need to dodge. What's this? Grenades. But you see, this is what I meant earlier at the start of the run. We have a damage increase in the light, and there's basically never any light when we're fighting. It's a level 7 weapon. I've never actually seen a level 7 weapon before. We're almost full health. Well, not really. And this is a Dark Avatar Jaguar. I have to remember this, his reach with all of his attacks is insane. But I know for sure that I can attack after the jump. And it's really nice to have that critical healing. I don't really need to dodge everything, because I will heal from my attacks. Of course it's not that much, but it's 33 HP. That's still good. Oh, it's 36 actually. That has a lot of range. And we took a lot of damage right now. This is actually good. Because he's burning, I get the damage increase from the light. Annoying with his flame attack. No, I can't dodge! I spammed my space bar so much, but I couldn't dodge anymore because I had no stamina left. It was a good attempt. It was a really good attempt. Maybe if we would have gotten a different type of Titan Slayer, it would have been better. Because you can have so many attributes. We could have gotten something like damage boost in darkness. We could have gotten... I don't know. There are so many things. What's this? Why was there a... Why was this thing marked? I don't know why this was marked. Oh. Oh, alright, yeah. Okay, now I know. This is one of the cursed weapons. Normally, you don't have access to those cursed weapons. Like this. Some of them are available, but most of them shouldn't be. Like, this is the two-handed section. You have the Stonebreaker two-handed weapon, Jaguar Hammer two-handed heavy weapon, Titan Slayer two-handed heavy weapon. It's also a two-handed heavy weapon, and then you have this. This is the two-handed heavy weapon, the cursed two-handed heavy weapon. We saw this in the run. If I would have bought it and equipped it, even just once, I could have just thrown it away afterwards. But if I just had bought and equipped it, this would be revealed, and I could buy it, and I would be able to find it in every new run from now on. But we didn't do that, so there's that. I don't actually know if I want to do this, because I don't really use secondary weapons. I should be using them, yeah, probably. I don't want to though. We only need 5 more jade rings for this. This will be very interesting once we unlock. I really like the 1000 starting gold, but there is something. This divine perception. I really just love to combine the divine perception with the serpent's bounty. I don't actually know if it works the way I'm thinking about it. I just hope it does. Maybe we can try it. Let's try it out. So the way that I'm thinking about this is I defeat a boss and I get 5 pieces of gear instead of just 2. And on top of that, the gear that will be dropped from the boss will have a higher chance of being of higher quality than I would normally get. I don't know if it applies to bosses as well. It just says it dropped by enemies, but bosses are also enemies. Well, this will be interesting to find out in the next episode. So, I'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye.